Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. My name is Jesse Dollemore. I'm sitting in for the final day before David gets back from Christmas break, and I appreciate you tuning in. If you'd like to find me, again, you can find me on YouTube. I'm on Instagram and Twitter and Threads and TikTok and Blue Sky and Facebook. Just at Dollemore is where you can find me. Let's talk about Lindsey Graham. Let's talk about the Republican Party and the nonsense distractions that they try to pull at every turn. The Republican Party, especially officials within it, elected members of the party, are very attuned to how to rile up their base. The things that are shiny, distractive objects like keys jingling before a baby, that they can adjust what is important to the base. And Lindsey Graham is right now on a crusade in defense of God's chicken, you'll hear him call it. He's spent in the last few days in New York City, apparently lobbying for Chick-Fil-A. There is let me read you this tweet. This is so stupid. This is from Lindsey Graham. As if the insanity by the left couldn't get any worse, Democrats in New York are trying to force Chick-fil-A to open on Sundays. I showed up at their Manhattan location today while visiting New York City to send a clear message. Hands off our Chick-fil-A. Join me in this fight. He put a fundraising link and, of course, a God bless. Now, it is not a total and complete lie, but it's certainly omission of facts that make the story completely different. Here's a fact check from WCNC in Charlotte, North Carolina. No, a New York bill wouldn't force current Chick-fil-A rest stop locations to open on Sunday. The bill requires all restaurants at certain rest stops to remain open 7 days a week, including Chick-fil-A. And here's a major part of the rub, but it only applies to future restaurant contracts. You see, in New York State, there's like the Port Authority and there's the Highway Authority, and they have rest areas. And if you want to be part of having a business on one of these guaranteed business locations at a rest area, you need to be able to serve the weary traveling public when they're there. Oftentimes, it's 24/7. Chick-fil-A, famously, is closed on Sunday to honor what they consider the Sabbath, to offer their employees a guaranteed day off once a week. Noble or not, whatever, that's their policy. But if you want to enter into new contracts, this is the deal. This is what New York State is putting forward. Lindsey Graham went on with Fox and Friends, the B or the C or the D team. They're certainly dumb, so we'll just call them the D team. And he said a whole bunch of things that are just bananas, starting with that it's God's chicken, and then going on to describe the Republican Party as tolerant and accepting. Watch this.
Radicals, not Donald Trump. So this Colorado decision won't stand. It's time for us all to fight back. Speaking of Chick-fil-A.
You waged war on Chick-fil-A.
You like that?
Wait, are you prompting us to ask you a question?
Okay. You know, the guy on before me, the Christian guy, wasn't that an awesome dad?
In the Satan Club.
Yeah, so.
What a reasonable man.
What an unbelievably reasonable man. So the state of New York, where I'm at, wants to pass a law to make Chick-fil-A stay open on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Well, if you can have a Satan Club in high school, surely they can close on Sunday because they believe it's the Lord's Day. So Dan Cathy's out there watching us. To the Chick-fil-A people, you stand your ground. I've got your back. It's illegal what they're trying to do. Trying to make Chick-fil-A stay open on Sunday violates their constitutional rights. And this is one of the most liberal places in the world.
Yeah, well, Senator,
and we're going to fight you, New York. We're not going to give in to this.
It's not Sunday, it's Wednesday.
This is Wednesday.
Chick-fil-A for you, so
this
I hope
is
that you're
God's
hungry.
chicken.
Look at that. Listen, you've got a Georgian here hosting for 3 hours today. It took a South Carolinian to come on and tell us that we need to stand up for Georgia's own Chick-fil-A here in New York City. I tell you what, don't take Chick-fil-A
What's your order?
with you. Leave
What's
them
your order?
here.
What's your favorite?
The minis. Oh my goodness.
You like the minis?
Here's what those kids in the Satan Club buying some chicken minis. You'll turn them around. The bottom line is, conservatives are tolerant. We are kind of get out of your business. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. It's time to push back. I'm sure this is a publicity stunt, but the idea that the state of New York is going to make a company change its policies ahead from its founding, they want to have one day off with their employees to recognize the Lord.
Yeah,
and they can do it. And to the people in New York who are pushing this, you're in for one hell of a fight.
Yeah,
Senator
something
Graham,
tells me this will be a legal case.
thank you for coming here and bringing us chicken.
Yeah, we'll leave it here because I need to eat my chicken biscuit before I leave.
If anybody's
the set
earned
today.
a Chick-fil-A biscuit, it's you.
Thank you very much for
God
being
bless.
here.
Happy New Year.
It's only new contracts, Lindsey. If they want to continue to have access to a guaranteed monopoly of customers, they need to be open on that day. If they don't want to do that, they don't have to bid on the contract and have that business. It's just that easy. A couple of things that struck me as hilarious and hypocritical is for Lindsey Graham, in the middle of a publicity stunt, says, I'm sure this is just a publicity stunt. He categorizes the Republican Party. The bottom line is, he says, conservatives are tolerant. We're kind of, get out of your business. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Is that right? Is that why Republicans are banning books all across the country? They are telling doctors you will be prosecuted if you provide health care for people seeking abortions, that they will tell medical providers you will face consequences if you treat and offer gender-affirming care for trans Americans. It is not the party of tolerance. It is not the party of get out of our business and we'll stay out of yours. They want to control the lives. They want to rule this country using white Christian nationalism to restructure our society and our culture using their particular take of what the Bible says, of what religion is. And maybe more telling is the fact that he's declaring Chick-fil-A to be God's chicken. These people cannot feel shame. These people are bereft of any ability to feel humiliated or embarrassed by their actions that are so wantonly, nakedly partisan. So obviously trying to distract the base and get them riled up in another kneeling for the national anthem type of deal. You are gross, Lindsey Graham.